Hi everybody, it's Chris here from the Always Smiling Faces podcast, and I thought rather than do a pre-recording instant reaction, we would do it live, instant reaction for this one. So yeah, it's Newcastle United as expected, losing against Manchester City on this one, and team selection, it was a strange one from Steve Bruce. Callum Wilson wasn't in the starting 11. He was on the bench, picked up a knock, as Steve Bruce said in his press conference before the game. And we go into this game expecting nothing, expecting no result, expecting no points. It was worse than that. Manchester City turned up, didn't get out of first gear. They didn't. We saw that Newcastle didn't get out of first gear. You could tell the difference between these two sides. It's ridiculous how much Manchester City as a club, they're superior to ourselves. Like I said, they didn't even up the pace. They didn't have to. The stroll past Newcastle United team, and I put on Twitter there from the Gallowgateshots account that it looked like a pre-season game. Manchester City at points were embarrassed to celebrate those goals against ourselves. We didn't try. As always, it was one of those games where we sit back and we hope for the best, and the best never came. We're at a point now. It's really difficult as a club, and you've got Steve Bruce there saying we've had a bad week leading up to this game. We haven't had a bad week, Steve. We've had a bad X amount of months. It's not just been the last 7 days, mate. Like, this has been the case since you took over at the club. There's no difference between that performance and the performance in the cup to what it has been since you arrived. There's no difference. We've picked up some lucky results along the way, of course we have. And anyone that suggested otherwise, the pundits will look at us and say, oh, they got a result against blah, and they got a result against a decent performance against. It's not the case. I couldn't tell you the last time there was a decent performance. It looks like the players just turn up, put the shirt on, go on the field and just hope for the best. And something needs to change. The worrying thing now is that it won't change. As long as we're in this position where we are not in that bottom three, nothing will change at this club. And we know that. I know that, you know that. Everybody watching knows that. And it's going to get to the point where, same as under McLaren, where it'll get to the point where Mike Ashley will say, right, we need to change. And he'll change. And it'll be too late. Of course it'll be too late. But that game itself, I felt a little bit sorry for certain players in there. Almiron looked like he was grafting his arse off. And Matty Longstaff, he looked like he was grafting as well. And it's such a shame that Steve Bruce, I'm not sure what you think of this, but Steve Bruce has had a chance to play Matty Longstaff in the last 3 games. Games where the opposition is a hell of a lot poorer than what we've just seen tonight against Manchester City. So why is Steve Bruce not taking this opportunity to play Matty Longstaff against these teams? It looks like it probably will be going out on loan in January. So give him a shot. Like, don't play him against Manchester City where he's going to have, 2, 3, 4 touches of the ball. He's not going to get a chance there. He's not going to get the opportunity to show us what he is capable of. So don't put him up against Manchester City. And the Twitter account posting the photos of Longstaff's shirt in there. Like, what's the point in that, man? Well, Matty, he has to be frustrated. He has to be in the same boat as the rest of us. He's got to be fuming that his chances came against Manchester City when there's been so many. We've played the 3 promoted teams back to back and a cup game against Brentford in there, and he hasn't had a chance. That's not on that, like. It's certainly not on. And I think Steve Bruce has probably thrown him to the pack of the wolves on this one and thinking, well, chuck me in here. If he doesn't perform, then that's my point proven. I may be completely wrong, but it was a bad move. A bad move for me. And we'll go back to the same with Wilson. If your best player is on the bench, he starts. He has to start. If he's fit enough to be on the bench, he's fit enough to be on that field. he's not going to be doing a lot of running around against Manchester City. We knew that before kickoff. So you play him, okay? You play him. Joe Lennon didn't really have a touch of the ball, pretty bad tonight. And there's a few others. I think our 2 shots came from Jake and Murphy, if I remember correctly. Poor, shocking. But yeah, it is what it is. We expected it. I was hoping for a little bit of a better performance than that one. But yeah, we're going to the next one. We'll hope for a little bit better, but it's probably not going to happen. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Enjoy the rest of your time off work. Don't let this one ruin things for you. Don't let it ruin your time with your family. Watch what he's doing, and we'll see you later on. See you later.